Level 2 Award in Food Safety Quiz. Exam preparation for the Charter Institute of Environmental Health, Highfield International, Royal Society of Public Health and other food safety Level 2 exam bodies. Let's see how good your food safety knowledge is. Question 1. How often should food safety equipment like probe thermometers be calibrated? A. Only when they are broken. B. Monthly. C. Before each use. The correct answer is B. Monthly. Question 2. What is the correct way to store cooked and raw food in the refrigerator? A. Both cooked and raw food can be stored on the same shelf. B. Store raw food above cooked food. C. Store raw food below cooked food. The correct answer is C. Store raw food below cooked food. Question 3. Which of the following is an example of biological contamination? A. Metal shavings from a can. B. Mold growing on bread. C. A hair in food. The correct answer is B. Mold growing on bread. Question 4. Which of the following is the most effective way to prevent cross-contamination in a kitchen? A. Use separate different color cutting boards for raw meat, poultry, and vegetables. B. Use separate cutting board for raw meat and vegetables. C. Use the same chopping board and wash it between uses. The correct answer is A. Use separate different color cutting boards for raw meat, poultry, and vegetables. Question 5. What should you do when you discover a foreign object, like a hair, in food? A. Reheat the food to try and kill any bacteria. B. Remove the object carefully and serve the food. C. Discard the food and investigate the cause. The correct answer is C. Discard the food and investigate the cause. Question 6. Which temperature range is considered the danger zone for bacterial growth? A. 0 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. B. 5 degrees Celsius to 63 degrees Celsius. C. 12 degrees Celsius to 72 degrees Celsius. The correct answer is B. 5 degrees Celsius to 63 degrees Celsius. Question 7. Which of the following is a correct example of a good food hygiene practice? A. Wear the same gloves for different food types. B. Wash hands thoroughly after handling raw meat. C. Leave food uncovered on the preparation surface. The correct answer is B. Wash hands thoroughly after handling raw meat. Question 8. Half a tin of tuna is left over. How should it be stored? A. The open tin should be covered with cling film and then put in the fridge. B. The tin should be covered and put on the storage shelf. C. Emptied into a plastic container, sealed, labeled and put in the fridge. The correct answer is C. Emptied into a plastic container, sealed, labeled and put in the fridge. Question 9. What is the best practice for storing dry food products like flour or rice? A. Store them in sealed, airtight containers. B. Store them in the fridge. C. Keep them in open containers. The correct answer is A. Store them in sealed, airtight containers. Question 10. Which of the following statements is true? A. Once frozen food has been defrosted, it should not be refrozen. B. Freezing food kills bacteria. C. Most foods can be cooked from frozen without thawing them first. The correct answer is A. Once frozen food has been defrosted, it should not be refrozen. Question 11. What is the correct temperature and holding time for reheating food? A. 63 degrees Celsius 145.4 degrees Fahrenheit and held for 30 seconds. B. 72 degrees Celsius 161.6 degrees Fahrenheit and held for 30 seconds. C. 75 degrees Celsius 167 degrees Fahrenheit and held for 30 seconds. The correct answer is C. 75 degrees Celsius 167 degrees Fahrenheit and held for 30 seconds. Question 12. Which of the following would be an example of chemical contamination? A. Piece of glass in food. B. Soap residue on food. C. Mold growing on food. The correct answer is B. Soap residue on food. Question 13. Which of the following should be the first step in food safety training for staff? A. Understanding allergen management. B. Learning to use the thermometer. C. Understanding personal hygiene and hand washing. The correct answer is C. Understanding personal hygiene and hand washing. Question 14. Which one of the following is the most commonly used and safest material for a sink in a commercial kitchen? A. Stainless steel. B. Copper. C. Marble. The correct answer is A. Stainless steel. Question 15. Which of the following is the correct method of defrosting frozen food? A. Leave food in the sink at room temperature. B. Defrost food in a refrigerator. C. Defrost food in warm water. The correct answer is B. Defrost food in a refrigerator. Question 16. What is the primary reason for keeping food at the correct temperature? A. To preserve flavor. B. To prevent bacterial growth. C. To make food easier to store and cook. The correct answer is B. To prevent bacterial growth. Question 17. Which of the following should be cleaned and disinfected regularly in food handling areas? A. All food contact surfaces. B. All hand contact surfaces. C. All hand contact and food contact surfaces. The correct answer is C. All hand contact and food contact surfaces. Question 18. Which of the foods are in the top 14 allergens that must be controlled and managed? A. Mustard, celery, lupin, and nuts. B. Nuts, fruits, cold meats, and sesame. C. Tree nuts, cooked food, avocados, and zucchini. The correct answer is A. Mustard, celery, lupin, and nuts. Question 19. What should food handlers do if they have symptoms of illness, such as vomiting or diarrhea? A. Wear gloves while handling food. B. Continue to work but avoid handling food. C. Report to their supervisor and refrain from working until cleared. The correct answer is C. Report to their supervisor and refrain from working until cleared. Question 20. Which group of people are considered more vulnerable to foodborne illness? A. Teenagers, adults, and those with weakened immune systems. B. Elderly, young children, pregnant women, and those with weakened immune systems. C. Babies, teenagers, and adults. The correct answer is B. Elderly, young children, pregnant women, and those with weakened immune systems. Question 21. Which food is most likely to be a source of Campylobacter bacteria? A. Leafy vegetables. B. Eggs. C. Poultry. The correct answer is C. Poultry. Question 22. Which part of the body is primarily affected by a food intolerance? A. The immune system. B. The respiratory system. C. Digestive system. The correct answer is C. Digestive system. Question 23. Which of the following are considered high-risk foods? A. Cooked poultry, mayonnaise, cold cuts. B. Raw pork, honey, cereals. C. Tree nuts, jam, raw poultry. The correct answer is A. Cooked poultry, mayonnaise, cold cuts. Question 24. Why is it important to keep bins covered in the kitchen? A. To prevent odors from escaping. B. To reduce the risk of attracting pests and contamination. C. To keep the kitchen looking tidy. The correct answer is B. To reduce the risk of attracting pests and contamination. Question 25. What is linear flow in a food business, and why is it important? A. A method of organizing food storage by category. B. A way to ensure all food is cooked at the same temperature. C. A process where food moves in one direction from raw to cooked to prevent cross-contamination. The correct answer is C. A process where food moves in one direction from raw to cooked to prevent cross-contamination.
Please subscribe and follow for more food safety quizzes. See you next time.